Namaste everyone. Welcome to another amazing session from VigyaVastuNAstrology studio. We are here again with our favorite tutor, William Lawrence sir, and he has a very interesting topic to teach us how to use Panchang for prediction. And today we'll start with Moon's Nakshatra and how we can use it for prediction. We know how to use, but how to delve into past lives using Moon Nakshatra. Thank you so much, sir. Welcome everyone. Namaste. And over to you, sir.
Yeah, just a second. Just do the prayers. Hari Om. Gananam tva Ganapadigum Havamahe Kavim Kavina Jeshtarajam Brahmanaspata Anashranvan Udipasita Sadhanam Pranodhivi Saraswati Vajebar Vajinivati Deenama Vitrayavadu Ganeshaya Namaha Saraswate Namaha Sri Gurubhyo Namaha Hari Om Om Bhargavasva Tatsavitvadarayam Bhargodevasya Dihindina Pachode Hamaditya Iswaman Lacha Gurusha Prasan Investorao Kavima. Yep. We're not exactly talking about past lives and nakshatras, but what I say, how nakshatras are nothing but the inherent tendencies of our life. We will talk, but okay. This is the theme. The nakshatra I'm going to speak is going to be Purva Phalguni. I took it tomorrow's Valentine's Day. So with that theme, I think something very close to Valentine's Day, the nakshatra which you can see is Purva Phalguni. See, the day, the Tithi, the Nakshatra, Karna, and Yoga are the fulcrum of the horoscope. The Bhava and planets revolve around these Panchang elements. So, you know, the Pancha Bhuta Tattvas, through these, the 5 elements control our lives in every sphere. So, it is just not the 5 elements, it is the 7 chakras. And it's also, if you can relate with our 4 kind of bodies, Stula Sarira, Sukshma Sarira, Karna Sarira, Mahakarna Sarira, everything is related to the Panchang. So without moving into the plan, without understanding the Panchang elements, how they are connected to our horoscope, we simply move into the horoscope and we try to delineate the horoscope, it will be a blind analysis. This is like a special portal or doors which opens. You need something to understand the day and the hora which you are born, the Tithi which you are born, the Karanas which you are born, the Nakshatra which you are born, the Yoga which you are born. These are very, very important elements which you need to know. These 5 elements, what do they actually mean to us and how they relate? See, each has a Devata, each has a Pratya Devata, one has a Graha Devata. These are all not some remedial measure deities. What is this deities for what aspects it is, why they are given? Yes, there's one aspect, or big secret of this remedial measures are incomplete. In fact, remedial measures we only seen through the Panchanga elements. The Panchanga Devatas only must be remedial measures be done. But it is not for remedial measures alone. In understanding a horoscope itself, these Panchanga elements makes a very, very important meaning. Example, we start with the day principle. The day fire, it's a fire principle, shows energy, drive, and enterprise. It indicates all about a physical well-being and a physical health. Day is a Manipura chakra. If you can also call it somewhere is related to the Atma because it's Agni Rupa. It's not the day, the hora on the day, and how it connects with the rest of the horoscope, how it dominates can be. In fact, if you see in most of the mundane astrology, the solar new year or the lunar new year, what was the hora, which day and which hora? Or in Tithi Pravesh, you can see Tithi Pravesh came in which day, and hora was only going to dominate the whole year or the whole month. Even in a mundane horoscope, it is what is the day lord and the hora lord that will control the whole horoscope. It is the king of the horoscope. So it is very, very important. The day, you can make it more sharp, the hora. What is the relationship to it and how it connects to the rest of the planets? We need to understand that. Very, very important. If you do not understand that aspect important, it is very, very difficult to delineate. What is our energy? What is our drive and enterprise, enthusiasm? How vibrant we are? The fire principle in us, you have to know what is the day and how it connects to the rest of the horoscope. So it's like the Manipura chakra or the solar plexus of a horoscope. This is the day principle. Tithi. Tithi is the water element, is the Sukshma Sarira. This is our emotional intelligence. We have to know there are two things, our emotional IQ and EQ. The emotional intelligence, Tithi. So it is our emotional agility, our social awareness, our empathy, our attunement, our understanding, our resilience, everything related. You can add the word emotional to all these. Resilience, emotional adaptation, emotional connection, emotional collaboration, how we react and respond emotionally is the Tithi. What is the Tithi? Tithi has two things. Okay, Tithi has, by nature, it has a name. Tithi by itself has what is a Devata, it has a Graha Devata, Adi Devata. How do we decode this? Only if you understand. And this with the rest of the chart. Our emotional, how we apply, if you look at the moon and understand without these aspects, maybe we are used to just introduce last 20, 30 years to Nakshatra alone. But we have never taken that moon should be understood only with the Tithi, Karna, Nakshatra, and Yoga, all four. They stand separately. They is absolutely different. Tithi, we know it is nothing but the distance of the sun and the moon. The further it moves away and further it comes close is the Tithi. So it is like the Shiva Shakti Swarupa. The dance of sun and moon is nothing but Shiva and Shakti's dance. Going and coming away is the Tithi element. It is very, very important. Each Tithi has a particular mental makeup, emotional, what I say, we have an emotional standard, and this is how we always will react to it. You need to understand how the Tithi acts in a horoscope and how is emotional, and this is how for every other emotional aspect in life, how we will handle it. It's just not for married life, though much is told about married life. It is for every other emotional aspect in life. The Tithi Lord matters more. And most of the things which are given in the net, I'm telling you, they're confusing the whole topic with giving it a Graha Devata and analyzing the Graha Devata, and as if it is so easy. Tithi has on what I say, which Tithi has on particular Graha Devata, where it is in your horoscope. That is how we are Tithi. It is not that way. The traditional way of seeing the Tithi and its Lord is totally a different ancient way. Now, the latest YouTube people have totally messed up the way you understand the Tithi or the Karana. It is totally messed up. There is a special way, a different way of seeing it. You need to understand it. So you just understand Tithi is your emotional intelligence. Now, next we come to another very important. Karana is nothing but half a Tithi. So it's the earth principle. So it is how we are grounded to the world. Only if we are grounded to our world, this is more, we can say it is our DNA related matters, how we are grounded to the big, how what I say, our Atma gets locked in the Muladhara Chakra. So the Muladhara Chakra is how much we can attract into our life. What depends on how we are anchored. We are anchored. This is how we can actually, what I say, you call the law of attraction, the law of manifestation, everything. It starts from Karanas only. You will have to control the mind first. And the Karanas is where you need to anchor. You need to have a very strong intention of what you want. Only then you can use the law of intention. Law of intention, what you want. So you will call Karanas are nothing but the power of intention. So our potential, our proclivities, our propensity, our predisposition, our capacity, our attitude, our proficiency and predilection to work or actions, our mindfulness, our comprehension, our receptivity, aliveness and cognition to act, respond from a firm ground or from an anchored state of being is Karana. Karana is a Muladhara Chakra. So this is very important. What is your Karana? What are characteristics? If you understand it only, how you will, what is a professional attitude, or you need to know your talents first, your potential first. What is only if you understand your Karana Lord, you can understand your proclivities. Only then you can go on to predict, not for profession. What is a capacity to act? How am I grounded? What is my most grounded thing? How am I grounded to the world? Each has on one way of grounding. Some will have music, some will have taste, each will have different ways. Your major desire in the world, you're born for. What is the reason you're born for? Is learn to the current. It's very, very important. The purpose of life. What is a purpose of life in the sense is your desirous purpose. I have this desires, very core desires. This I must achieve in this world. This is what propels me to act. What is it? That is understood for the Karanas. So it is like the grounding aspect and the anchored aspect is the Karana. Okay, today we'll talk mostly in detail about the nakshatras. I'll finish the yoga and I'll come to the nakshatra. Yoga, the ether principle, again, the most misunderstood aspect and the most secretive in my class. The yoga is going to be the biggest class, the most important class. It's the Mahakarana Sarira. It is what I say, it is the omniscient inner space, our inner heart and understanding of a place in the world. Yoga is a Vishuddhi or Sahasrara Chakra. These are very, very important. In yoga, what is the yoga Lord? This is one, this will make an understanding. And then we have an important principle of understanding the yogi and avayogi. Again, this is also totally misunderstood how to interpret yogi and yogi. I will give you the actual traditional method of understanding the yogi. This you will understand the horoscope totally. In fact, if you understand the yoga, it is not the yoga karakas alone, which are very, very important. There is something more important than yoga, where a particular house, even a 6, 8, 12 houses can become more active and more beneficial is only when you find out what is the yoga Lord and where is the yoga point falls. It is very, very important to know. It is no celebrity or no luck or no fortune is incomplete without understanding the yoga aspect. This is a very, very big point. How to use yogi and avayogi. So many are being discussed. There are thousands of things, but actual method of actually to decode what I say, the yoga principles are very, very important because yoga goes with the nakshatra. Nakshatra and yoga side by side, you cannot divorce both of it. This one, as much as the moon's nakshatra, the yogi's nakshatra also will matter a lot. Next, we'll come to nakshatra. We'll talk today more in detail about the nakshatra. Nakshatra is the air principle, the karana sarira, the astral body, the intelligent quotient. It shows how we evolve, unfold, blossom, mature, expand, broaden, increase, develop, progress, spread, and how our in finds synergy in the world. It is our Anahata Chakra. Okay, the nakshatra. The lagna, moon are the planets. There are many bodies, like different lagnas are there. You have different planets, your outer planets, inner planets, many are there in a particular nakshatra. Even the Pava lords are there in a nakshatra. But the most important, the moon's nakshatra is the most important. You know, the transit and the dasa bhukti of, even though there are many, there are 40 kinds of nakshatra dasas, everything flows from the moon's nakshatra only. And the transit is mostly read from the moon's nakshatra. So the progression of the horoscope moves from the moon's nakshatra. So the moon's nakshatra becomes very, very vital because understanding what is your moon's nakshatra and what role it plays matters very much. Other nakshatras are different. Where is my 7th Lord, 8th Lord? Where is my Atma Karaka sitting? Where is my Arudha Lagna? Where is my Lagna nakshatra? Each has an importance, but the moon's nakshatra is something very, very special. This is our IQ or intelligent quotient in the horoscope. Our cognition, our comprehension, awareness, insight, reasoning, intelligence, discernment, perception are related to the moon's chakra. Among the 5 koshas, you have 5 koshas. The nakshatra belongs to prana kosa or prana shakti. So this is the prana. Prana is the way how we resonate, reverberate, sonority, frequency, vibrational energy. And the moon, the planet of mind, sitting in a nakshatra it's something like a frequency. It is very, very important. And if you know the air, where the air element is there in the chakra, it is in the heart. So it is a vibratory state of our being. So you can call nakshatra is nothing but what you say, the planets are the pulse or the heartbeat of the horoscope is the moon's nakshatra. So you can put what is the nakshatra? The heartbeat of the horoscope is where the moon nakshatra is. Every other nakshatra is, yes, it has some vibratory state. The moon's nakshatra is where your actual heartbeat is. Where the pulse of the horoscope is the moon's nakshatra. Every other nakshatra will become secondary. The moon's nakshatra, if you understand, you decode and understand what is after that only you understand every other aspect. Because almost all 15, 20 nakshatras you will be having, but nothing like the moon's nakshatra. See, the Atma resides in the heart chakra and the size of the thumb. So the nakshatra reveals our aura and how we reverberate and vibe with the world. The moon's nakshatra signifies the heart of the horoscope. Our natural character, our nature, our characteristics, our traits, our qualities, our hallmark attribute feature, which we inherited from previous birth. So it is like, see, the nakshatra is the air element. Air element means it's like a portal. It is portal from the previous birth to the earth. What is it? The karana is where we anchored. Nakshatra is the air. The air, it is the entry, how we move, how we communicate, how we expand, how we evolve. It is everything related to. So what did we carry forward from there, and how we evolve and express ourselves through the moon, through the mind, how we express is the nakshatra. So it is very, very important. One understands the moon nakshatra, the most important. After, you don't worry about what is my AK nakshatra, Lagna nakshatra, all will have on 10% importance, but you have to pay most. You are surrounded, you are, your key fact, characteristics of your personality is only your, understanding most of your personality is your moon nakshatra. Yes, it comes with, if it is like the Panchanga fully, you'll have to understand what is the day, then you will have to understand what is the Tithi, what is the Karna. Each says some important aspect of your personality, like the Panchatattva. No, each is one. Today I'm talking a lot of the nakshatra. In the class, I will give detailed about each of how they play a larger role in us. So the nakshatra is like the vibratory states. It's like a pulse. It's like the heartbeat. Okay, this is supposed to be Arjuna, because Arjuna is called the Phalguna. Phalguna means he is born in between the the biggest example of Phalguni is Arjuna. He is born in the junction of Purva Phalguni and Uttara Phalguni. So every nakshatra is a portal or doorway from the heavens to the physical world. Nakshatra is the door of the other world. Nakshatra reveals the path or doorway we will experience, perceive, and interact with the world, and how the world will reciprocate, resound, and reflect back to us. Okay. Any doubts so far? Before I go into the explanation, Purva Phalguni. I'm just going to talk about Purva Phalguni today. Anybody has anything to say, or you want to ask anything about the doubts about how we use the Panchanga elements in a bigger way, larger way? Any doubts, you can ask me. Okay. I just finished, and in between, I will explain about Purva Phalguni, and then if you have anything to say, you can ask me. Okay, Purva Phalguni. Okay, coincidentally, today is Purva Phalguni. I do not know. We just took it accidentally, and it is supposed to be Purva Phalguni. So I'm talking about Purva Phalguni on his Janma Nakshatra. Okay. So the sloka, the sutra of Purva Phalguni is Aryamana Purve Phalguni Jaya Parastat Rishabho Vastat. So though the sloka says it, the Adidevata is Aryamana, the older one was ruled by Bhaga, and nowadays they have changed it to Aryama. Looking at the characteristics, so after school will say the Adidevata is Aryama, after people will say it is Bhaga. It is each one's preference to do it. But I will say, in my experience, this is related with Bhaga. So the key factors: a powerful man needs a woman to become complete, and a fruitful man needs a man to give her fulfillment. Each without the other are incomplete. This is the sloka of the sutra. Purva Phalguni is represented by two bright stars known as Delta Leonis. Both resembles the front legs of a bed. The power of Purva Phalguni is procreation. Prajanana Shakti. It is procreation. In fact, if you understand what is in the Kala Purusha, it is in the Leo. It is in Leo. Leo is the fifth sign of the zodiac. So naturally, why it's Prajanana Shakti, and it is the navel of Mahavishnu. From the navel of Mahavishnu, Brahma appeared like a lotus, and from the lotus, Brahma appeared. So this is the navel. Purva Phalguni is the navel of Mahavishnu. This is where creation came forward. So the meaning of Purva Phalguni is the fruit of a tree. Some people say it represents a fig tree. It's supposed to be red in color, which describes the procreative potential of the nakshatra and enjoying the fruits of one's karma. Purva Phalguni is symbolized by the swinging hammock representing rest and recovery. A lot of meaning can be taken from this. Why is it symbolized by a swinging hammock or a bed or a siesta? Purva Phalguni represents conjugal life, desires, and pleasures. If you can see in most of the Puranic stories, the marriage of the gods, most of the gods happen in between Purva Phalguni and Uttara Phalguni. Mostly it is in Uttara Phalguni. So in Purva Phalguni will be the pre-marriage function. And in Uttara Phalguni, it will be the marriage. So it is always, so you must understand Purva Phalguni as the pre-marriage function, the fun and the frolic before the marriage. And the marriage by itself, the ritual part of the marriage is supposed to be in Uttara Phalguni. So naturally, it is about the day. Well, the reason I took it for a Valentine's Day specialist, it has a lot to do with love, love, marriage, relationship. There are many other nakshatras we can take also, but this is a very, very special nakshatra. And this is not ruled by Shukra, though most of what I say seems to relate with Shukra. But then the Bharani and Purvashada does not relate it. And definitely, if Uttara Phalguni is Sun, where is Venus and Sun? So do never take this Purva Phalguni as Venus nakshatra, though what I'm explaining might very much related to Venus nakshatra. It is ruled by Bhaga. The deity of this nakshatra is Bhaga. According to Rig Veda, there is a particular Bhakya Suktam which is related to Bhaga. Bhaga, or the word Bhagavan. Bhagavan is come from the word, Bhaga. Bhaga means wealth. All kinds of wealth, not money wealth. Every other kind, Bhaga, Jnana, is supposed to be Bhaga. And later changed to Aryaman. In the Taittiriya Brahmana, it is changed to Aryaman. But in the Rig Veda mentions, so there are a lot of confusions between authorities. Some people say, no, the mantra says Aryama, so it's Aryama. But if you look at the characteristic, Aryaman is more of a friend, more of the lot of contracts, brings people together. So the Purva Phalguni is more of a sensual nakshatra. I'm very sure with a sensual nature, Aryaman is not a sensual personality. And looking at many other people who are in the nakshatras, it doesn't suit Aryaman. It's typically ruled by Bhaga. So Purva Phalguni is one's wishes. Is coincidentally tomorrow, 14th, Valentine's Day, is in Purva Phalguni. So I think first time it matches with the nakshatra. It is on a Friday and it is coming on a Purva Phalguni. I think it's a very good day for relationship and etc. etc. But again, Purva Phalguni is just not a sensual relationship. It is more than that. Purva Phalguni is one's wishes, desire, ambition, and passion. In Uttara, one finds the resources, and in Hasta, the experience of one's dream. Charismatic, youthful, exuberant, highly creative, sensual, carefree, zeal and zest for life, passionate, affectionate, gentle, attractive, artistic, indulgent, loves food, a socialist, love dance and drama. They are matchmakers of the Purva Phalguni is the most relaxed, comfort-seeking and recreational nakshatra. If you see anybody, if you go to a crowd and see the one who's very relaxed, who's not keeping his back erect, the way he sits down, you must understand he's a dominant. He's a dominant Purva Phalguni person. I always remember cat as the biggest example of a Purva. A cat is typically a symbolism of Purva Phalguni. The way it relaxes, it sleeps most of the time, it's lazy, and it's everything about a cat. I think it represents Purva Phalguni. They're the most chilled out and cool guys. I think there's a word in Hindi, no, I don't know whether I'll say it correctly. Haram se. I think there are many words that way.
Aram.
Haram se.
Aram, sir. Haram.
Haram. Okay.
Aram.
Okay, maybe the hara will mean it's something. It'll work for I think for Aslesham. Okay, chilled out, cool, no, cool, and there are many latest terms, no, cool, chill, fun. Laid back, no, they're all the laid back mentalities, do everything in their own, procrastinated, delayed. There's no hurry. There is no hurry for Purva Phalguni. But there is other side of it is just not a recreational nakshatra. They are extremely very healing, revitalizing, recouping. So there is the positive side of it is they rest to to bounce back, to bring back the aspect. So one rests in the nakshatra to re-energize. I'll show you the example where some very good people, celebrities are there, how the Purva Phalguni works. There are three shades of Purva Phalguni. There is one lazy side, there is one, the relaxed side, and the one entertainment side. So you can say three sides of Purva Phalguni. The fun side of Purva Phalguni can be there. I describe a Purva Phalguni to be a young, pretty girl reclining on a siesta. So this is very symbolized by a Purva Phalguni, a relaxed female. That is what a Purva Phalguni is. The negative aspects are laziness, narcissism, indulgence, promiscuous, vanity, excess sensory attachments. This can also be there. Purva Phalguni in Muhurta, it is not a Muhurta Nakshatra. With all these beautiful things, it is not a Muhurta Nakshatra. It is shunned in Muhurta because it has a tinge of cruelness and ruthlessness in it. Why? Because as long as Purva, it's like you go disturb the cat when it is sleeping, it'll bite you. So this is what Purva is about. As you leave them in their comfort zone, they are nice. If they disturb them from their comfort state, they are absolutely, totally, they can get worked up. So they can get into a different, cruel, ruthless, aggressive side of the nature. That's in Muhurta. If you think they will, Purva Phalguni, in spite of all these aspects, it is never taken as a Muhurta Nakshatra. There is one cruel side to it. So it is, I think it is belongs to Manushagara. And, okay. Okay. Anybody wants to say anything on this before we move forward? Anybody wants to say anything and add up to Purva Phalguni? Lot can be said. I'm just giving you the crux of what is Purva Phalguni is. There is a recuperative side, there's an entertainment side, a relaxed side of it is there. I mentioned you the indulgent, over-indulgent side of Purva, and there is a crude, ruthless side of Purva Phalguni. So 4 sides of a Purva Phalguni. Yeah, anybody wants to say anything? Most of the edicts, no, you will see, if, let's say, Moon Rahu in the 12th in Purva Phalguni. You can see Moon Venus in the 12th in Purva Phalguni. What I say are too many, this all can, I'll show you the examples, you will understand better how Purva Phalguni can affect. But again, you must know the biggest example is, I'll tell you more in Puranic examples also I'll bring. I'm just giving you the start. Anybody wants to say anything? Very silent, everybody. So you can share, we can just discuss, we can bring, what I say, I can tell something else more, depending on your quest. Okay.
I think everybody is understanding, sir.
Yeah, no, it's not that understanding part, just for interactive purpose. So I can feel you all more. That's the reason. What is it? Just to get in touch and have a feel.
No one has any query till now?
Yeah, okay. Okay, we'll just speak about the remedial measures of Panchanga elements. So see, with just looking without touching the Panchanga aspects, if you go and try to give remedial measures for the planets, you will go wrong. So it's very, very important. Panchanga must be somewhere related to the either there is each has a devata. The day lord has a devata, the tithi lord has a devata, the nakshatra has a devata, karana has a devata, yoga has a devata. Each has a different meaning and each has a particular element. Each has a control. Each Panchanga is it has a particular. So the malfunction, the doshas and the bathas in the horoscope are nothing but the Panchanga element. The tattva has been either going imbalance, and these imbalance are only remedied through the devatas of Panchang. You don't go and take a devata of the Rasi or the Graha devata, you cannot take it. Panchanga secret is itself, what I say, it is only through this. So understanding the Panchanga devatas only, you will know what is the right remedy. You want to increase better horoscope, you want to pray to a particular devata which will bless you with luck. How will you find it? You can't say the 5th and 9th lord, a particular planet, it's devata. No, you have to know how these are related to this. Everything is the crux of secret of appeasing a particular day, which is my favorite devata. It's not the, 12th lord, Atmakaraga in the Navamsa and the 12th house is Ishta devata. Before that, coming to all that, there is something Panchanga devatas. The devatas, Panchanga devatas are the most important. With leaving the Panchanga devatas, you go to other planet and the devatas is very misleading because the whole horoscope functions only through the Panchanga devatas. You cannot divorce the Panchanga devatas and try to understand the horoscope. The 5th, you have an affliction in the horoscope. I have a Pitru dosha. I have a Sarpa dosha. I have this dosha. All this must be connected to the Panchanga elements, and through the Panchanga elements only any remedial measure must be done. So I'm just giving at this moment about the remedial measure aspect. Okay, we'll come back to see this. The cat, I've given the example as Purva Phalguni. So the primary impulse is reflecting the divine, but nature is invincibility, adventurous, exuberant, appealing, purity, insensitive, non-killing attitude. The evolving trait is a divine grace. The material trait is pride. The spiritual trait is restore life. Mode of function is balanced but lethargic. Disposition, they are very fierce in spite of Imagine it's just like a cat. No, it is very lethargic. It is very lazy, very laid back, and but it is fierce. So it is typically a cat will describe what is. I cannot get a better example than a cat, which is fierce and what is very relaxed and fierce. This oxymoron of being very extremely very relaxed and fierce. I think there's nothing better example than a cat which sleeps the whole day, but when it gets worked up, it is really fierce. This is what you want to understand. Purva Phalgunis are like the cat. Okay, so that what is Shiva Parvati, I put this picture because most of the gods got married in marriage, pre-marriage started in Purva Phalguni, and the marriage exactly happened in Uttara Phalguni. Uttara is the marriage time. So the moon in the first pada is in Simha. It is the revitalizing, recuperative, exuberant, attractive, glowing aspect if the moon, if it is in the first pada. The second pada, it is in Kanya. It is resourceful, ingenious, wealthy, crafty, and talented. The third pada, it is jubilant, it is aesthetic, creative, joyous, and entertaining. Only in the fourth pada, where the moon becomes debilitated, it becomes, you can see an addictive person, a lazy person, a promiscuous, a narcissist. Also in the fourth pada alone, it is dangerous. You can also understand it as the first pada as the dharma pada, artha pada, kama pada, and moksha pada. So this is, there is a slight difference of each pada where the Purva Phalguni matters. Mostly the first, second, and third mostly are good. The fourth pada alone, will act different. So Purva Phalguni in the houses. The first house, it is charismatic, desirous, ambitious, passionate. This is moon. This is moon in these houses. Benefics in moon in this nakshatra will give abundance, prosperity, sweet speech, good family, and good food. Malefics, moon as a malefic cause difficulties and eye problems. In third house, they love music, very creative, very favorable for women. In the fourth house, it is luxurious home, pleasurable, talented mother. Fifth house means it is Mesha Lagna. Blessings of Bhagha and Maha, because moon will be in the fifth house. Blessings of Bhagha and Mahalakshmi. Female children, artistic, creative, love, dance, and drama. If it is in the sixth house, it is Pisces. Malefic will give disturbed relationship and bad love life, reckless and vindictive. It's definitely not nice to have moon in Purva Phalguni in the 6, 8, 12 houses for marriage. Understand, very, very important. Purva Phalguni is for marriage. So you have a moon in the 6, 8, 12 of the horoscope, then in Purva Phalguni, it is never good for marriage. So it is even for a good marriage life, moon must be in Purva Phalguni in a kona or a kendra associated with benefics. Moon getting afflicted in Purva Phalguni can very disturb for marriage. So in the seventh house, Kumbha Lagna, amorous, romantic, sensual, passionate. With malefics, it will give bad relationship. In the eighth house, it will give secret. So if Makara Lagna, moon in the eighth house, secret and illicit relationship. In the ninth house, the Dhanur Lagna, fortune from relationship or marriage. The 10th house, wedding planners, entertainment field, beauticians, hotels, Scorpio Lagna. 11th house, for Tula Lagna, seeking pleasure, sociable, many friends, entertainer, gains through relationship. 12th house is addiction, lazy, excessive attachment, immoral life, spendthrift. It is for Kanela. This is moon. Definitely, it will change according to the pada, and with association, it will. I'm just giving you a rough understanding. Moon through the 12 houses in Purva Phalguni. So the different type of Purva Phalguni you can take is people who transform the lives of others, healers, saints, attractive, creative, who are passionate, carefree, lover of dance, drama, food, who just love to enjoy life is one aspect. There is the charismatic, exuberant, great artist born in Purva Phalguni. The people who bring people together, the matchmakers, diplomats, who link people together. You have some Purva Phalgunis, the billionaires, the affluence. It is a lot of Bhaga. So you will see many a strong 9th house, 5th house, second lord. So you can see with moon means you can see the Jupiter Venus associate with moon. You can see a lot of billionaires in this. When it is afflicted, especially in the fourth pada, you can see a lot of addicts, promiscuous, and other overindulgence people who, because it's a very sensual, fun-loving, amusing, a recreational nakshatra. So it has different shades to it. So if it is afflicted, you can have that other side also. So the mythology of Purva Phalguni is Parvati Meenakshi. Andal is the South Indian version of Mirabai. She fell in love with Mahavishnu. She didn't want to marry anybody else other than only Mahavishnu. And there was so she used to do a fast. There's even in Tamil, the Tamil Nadu symbol itself is that temple of Andal. If you can see the Tamil Nadu symbol. And there was one particular day she just walked into the story says she just walked into the statue. There are other depictions where he came and it is the wedding. It is actually the meaning of Mirabai or Andal is it is the wedding of the Jiva with the Paramatma. All of us, are feminine by nature. Only God is the Purusha. So it is not a girl loving a man. It is it's always the earning for all of us to get back to the source. That is the feeling she had. It is not like she is female and God is a male. All of us are feminine, separate from our original self. That's in the sense a masculine sense. It's the Purusha, and we are all a Prakritis. We must go back. So it's the same story which is there. So somewhere it is the divine love. You can see and Meenakshi and Parvati. Most of the Shiva's wives are supposed to be born in Purva Phalguni. So it is many people here in the south I've seen it is to celebrate it as the Devi or Shakti's nakshatra. They're supposed to be Shakti. I think Mahalakshmi is born in Uttar Phalguni, and most of the Devi's wife are born in Purva Phalguni. Arjuna is born in the junction of the two Phalgunis. Purva Phalguni is seeing God as the beloved. I'll show you the biggest example of the Bhakti Rasa, who started the Bhakti cult. I will show you. Bhaga, one of the 12 Adityas, is the Vedic god of wealth, marital bliss, good fortune, and blessing. Purva Phalguni depicts the pleasure principle of life. During Daksha's sacrifice, there's a big story there. When Shiva got angry, most of the gods were maimed. There's a huge story. I'm not going into the deeper aspect of the story. Here, Purva Phalguni, Bhaga got his eyes maimed. So these people can have eye-related problems. Each particular, the 27 nakshatra Devatas had each one had a problem. So one of the thing is Bhaga, one of his eyes were lost. Something very related to Shukra also. Especially, I think, moon in the second house, this problem can happen. Okay. Anybody want to say anything about the day? Anybody wants to say anything so far? We'll just go into the example just before that.
If anyone has any doubts or something to add, please feel free to do.
Okay. I don't. Okay, this is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Okay, this is I put this particular chart in the VV and I asked whose horoscope it is. It's very, very special. I took it from the ISKCON and they have given the Lagna to be Uttar Phalguni. The Lagna is Uttar Phalguni, first pada, and the moon in Purva Phalguni. So if you know, this is supposed to be an avatar. It's supposed to be actually, you can see an avatar is an eclipse born. The specialty of the horoscope is 7 planets are aspecting Lagna. Very difficult when you have Saturn, Jupiter, Mars, Rahu, Sun. There are 7 planets involving in this. So the Bhakti cult, which was started, the bhajans, the way of bhajans or the devotional aspect to reach God, is supposed to be an avatar. You can see every other aspect of it. It's not just an ordinary Purva Phalguni, it's Purnima. So this is a specialty. You cannot read the nakshatra separately. The nakshatra related to a Tithi will change the whole concept. So just is a Purnima and a Purva Phalguni. Imagine everybody else, an Ashtini and a Purva Phalguni, an Amavasya and Purva Phalguni. So everything will change. The meaning of a moon in a particular moon by itself in a nakshatra in a particular Tithi will change the whole meaning. So this is, and not only the Tithi, the Karana will change. The Tithi, Karana is a mean, the Yoga is a mean. But it's very, very important. You cannot do this is a person. There are many people in Purva Phalguni, but Purva Phalguni with Purnima is very, very special. The month itself, Phalguna, the month of Phalguna, no, it is named because the full moon will fall in Purva Phalguni. So I'm not going into the deeper aspect of the horoscope. I'm just saying he's born in Purva Phalguni, you can understand it's moon with Ketu, Jupiter aspect, most of the aspect. What I say, the devotion, Krishna Bhajan. He brought about the method of the Vaishnava cult. The Gaudiya Mutt was started by him. So this devotional aspect of worshipping the Lord is by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. This is the symbolism of another higher aspect of Purva. Then we have Dalai Lama. So what is it? What we call these people are the bodhisattvas, or they are the are of compassion, peace, and love. So what I say, you can another representative of the another aspect of a nice Sattvic moon, Venus moon aspected by Saturn. What I say, this is supposed to represent the peaceful side, compassionate. So it is more, I put it as compassionate side of Purva Phalguni, represented by Dalai Lama. I'll just explain to each one. It represents one shade or perspective of Purva Phalguni. Again, this is not why what I say. You can go into the many decoding. You have to decode. He's in Shukla Panchami, coinciding with the Friday. What does it mean? Vyatipada, Balava. If you decode all this, you will understand Purva Phalguni better. So it's just not Purva Phalguni. You have to understand, link all these together. Purva Phalguni, though we understand, but it changes meaning when we know Purva Phalguni on a Shukla Panchami, on a Friday. And what is Vyatipada Yoga? What is Balava Karna? So all this put together, you will understand the complete personality, the dimension of a particular person. Only if you understand that, then what I say, in a nutshell, you would have got the essence of what is the horoscope. Then what this planet will lack, how that planet act, will the fiery aspect dominate, is the what I say, the watery aspect, the earthy aspect. You can look at from the Panchanga itself without looking in the understanding the Panchanga. If you jump into the horoscope, or even you try to interpret a nakshatra without knowing the Tithi or the Karana, it will go wrong. So it's very, very important, you know, to read these. What is the meaning of each, how it relates to the horoscope? It's very, very important. Okay, this another Maharishi, Mahesh Yogi. Okay, he brought in what I say with this transcendental Vargottama moon he's got. You can say it is in the 9th house. You can see he's in a Krishna Dwadasi, Purvapani with Shukla Yoga and Kaulava Karna. He's born. So it is Krishna almost just few days before Amavasya is born. So the meaning of Krishna Dwadasi coinciding in Purva Phalguni, it is a different order. He brings in meditation. So I've given you 3 different sides. We got the most popular ones to come. So I'm just going the Sattvic aspects of Purva Phalguni first. We have another very important Leo Tolstoy, Purva Phalguni. I think he is the most, for a Nobel Prize, see the amount of 1902, 1906, and many times he was nominated. And I think he's never got a Nobel Prize. And many times it was always suggested his book, War and Peace, was one of the best books. And many of his books are extremely well written to bring out the other side. If you want to understand another, the literary side of what I say, Purva Phalguni is Leo Tolstoy. Second house, you can see it is Amavasya. We saw the avatar there. It was Purnima. This is exactly opposite. Purva Phalguni in Amavasya on a Monday. It is Naga Karna. What I say, Naga is there, Amavasya is there, and on a Monday is there. It brings you a totally different personality of Purva Phalguni. So it is impossible. I'm just telling you how it is very difficult to understand what I say without knowing the Tithi and Karana. I'm not going to the Karana. At least all of us understand. Purnima Purva Phalguni and Amavasya Phalguni, or one is the Bhakti cult and one is a literary geniuses. One brings out the other aspect of Purva, a literary aspect Amavasya brings up. He'll come to Rajiv Gandhi. I'm just explaining the most in Rajiv Gandhi. I'm only looking at the most charismatic CM we ever had. Here, what I say, this is there in his Purva Phalguni aspect. And there is not just Purva Phalguni alone. There are many other aspects. Is Simhalagna with 5 planets. And there is in the Panchanga is Shukla Ditya. If you decode what is Shukla Ditya, what is Balava, if you understand, you can see many of the Devatas dominating, which will add on to why he was the most charismatic person. We're not looking about his death or politicians, just why was he a charismatic person. There are tidis, there are certain tidis or certain karanas will be very pretty. Most of them I've seen Miss Universes, or the most prettiest people belonging to certain tidi and certain karana I've seen. What is it? So you need not go into the horoscope, the strength of the moon, strength of the Shukra, or even the strength of the second house to look at it. Certain tidis and certain karanas are, I've seen them bringing about very beautiful looks. If I can tell you one particular karana which will give good looks is Balava Karana. Most of the most prettiest celebrities, or I've seen very good looking people, is, see, beauty is in the eye of the beholder. I'm just looking at the beauty which everybody says. In a South African, beauty is in a different state. So I'm just looking at the normal fame what people understand. You will see Balava Karana people being extremely very, very attractive. He's already, what I say, he's Purva Phalguni with Balava Karana, born, he's a Simhalagna, Simharasi with Sunday born, Hora Lord Sun. All this, if you decode, you'll understand what kind of personality it is. So you need to understand. So you need not even look at the horoscope. Just looking at the Panchanga reveals so much about a person. Only then you should go into what are his propensities, potential, what are the hints, key hints from this fight. You understand the Panja Tattva, how they are working in a person, which Tattva dominates in your horoscope, and which Tattva is strong in your horoscope. You should, what is it, decode and then understand the horoscope. John F. Kennedy. Okay, what see, look at his moon. It is in Purva Phalguni in the 12th house. The Navamsa, it is in the it is Nietzsche with Mars. Okay, he's assassinated. That is a different aspect of the horoscope. But he's a Tuesday born, he's a Navami. The reason why he's assassinated, you can decode if you deconnect the Tithi and the Tuesday. You will go into that aspect. But here we are only looking at the nakshatra. Moon in 12th. What happens? And Nietzsche and the Navamsa, he's supposed to have rumored having many relationship, and his relationship with Marilyn Monroe also many people know. He's very another handsome presidents of the USA. Everybody, like he was supposed to be a very hero-like person. This is the Purva Phalguni aspect, typical of Purva Phalguni, especially in Navami. Then the other very important aspect is the richness aspect of Purva Phalguni. You have J.P. Morgan, he has many other yogas, but the most important is moon in Purva Phalguni is the most important. It looks like a Navamsa, it is Nietzsche, but if you see it, it is Nietzsche Banga in 2-3 other ways. It is Nietzsche. Again, you can decode this all more. It is not an ordinary thing. It is Purva Phalguni in Shukla Dwadasi. So it is very important, the nakshatra with the Tithi, with the Karana and Yoga. If you decode, you'll understand the moon in its completion. Only if you understand the moon properly, you will understand the whole horoscope. If you do not understand the moon, you just look at every other aspects, it will go wrong. It is very, very important to understand the moon through the Panchanga aspects. Then you will understand what are the core aspects which are dominating the horoscope. Then he has many other second house strong, sixth house, second and 11th lord strong, everything. But you must not forget, first he is a Purva Phalguni. The most important Shukla Dwadasi is a in a Balava Karana, all related to the second house. Then then you can decode it. It's very, very easy to understand why he is a very rich person. Sometimes Balava gives money, sometimes Balava gives good looks. It depends on the horoscopes, but you need to know the key factors of it. Okay, you have Queen Juliana of Netherlands. So you can look at it beautifully. 5th house, Moon and Jupiter in Purva Phalguni. Navamsa, it is taken Virgo. She's a Friday born. Shukla Ekadasi, Dhruva, Manija Karana. Very beautiful, everything. You just look at it, we'll know it's a Queen's. If you know to decode at the end of the class, just looking at this, you will know it belongs to a very special celebrity. No need to look in the horoscope. She has 2 exaltation, 5th house moon, all that is there. But there's one more aspect before look at the horoscope. What is the meaning of Shukla Ekadasi on a Friday with Purva Phalguni, Dhruva and Vanija Karana, and she's born on a Friday and Shukra Aura together. Okay, you can see Friday, Shukravara and Vanija Karna, and Moon and Purva Phalguni. What is the meaning of it? If you can decode, you will understand. Then, okay, we'll relate it to the two exaltations in the horoscope. Okay, you have John Travolta. I think John Travolta, second house moon, another very good looking, I think Saturday Night Fever. The movies which came in the 80s, Saturday Night Fever. I think he's still acting. He's continuing to act. I think he has 4 airplanes, or very richest personality. Very close to Purnima is in Krishna Pratipada. Kaulava Karana, each can be decoded. You will understand more. It is just not Purva Phalguni is an actress. So it does not mean every Purva Phalguni only becomes this. It gives you a particular trait and characteristics supported the planets which relate to moon, which aspect moon, which connect with moon, because moon in Purva Phalguni is in the sun's house. It is the natural 5th of the zodiac. So it has a particular trait. The planets which connect with it will adds meaning to Purva Phalguni. And the planets which are in Kendra and Kona from the moon will complete the whole story. Only then we'll come to Lagna and the rest of the planets. We look at the horoscope from Lagna, 3 planets in the 8th house, but look at moon and Purva Phalguni, then look at the horoscope. There are planets, how many planets in Kendra from the moon? So if it is in Magha, it is a politician. If it is in Purva Phalguni, it is a star. So if it is in Uttar Phalguni in the same, it is a different meaning. So it is very, very important. Without the nakshatra, you look at the horoscope, it changes. And it's not, the nakshatra is incomplete without knowing the tithi. Either Nashtami, Chaturdasi, Amavasya, each has a trait, particular characteristics. One born in Krishna Chaturdasi, what is the meaning? It changes. One born in Shukra Chaturdasi, it changes. Amavasya born, Ashtami born, Chaturthi born. Pratibha, each has a Devata. You decode the Devata, if you know those, you can understand the moon in its complete manifestation. Okay, this is Mumtaz. Mumtaz is one of the most prettiest actress which I've known. Venus and moon conjoined together in Purva Phalguni. It's a fantastic aspect. She is born in a Shukla Tridiya, Tuesday born, a lovely combination. Pariga Yoga with Garija Karna. Garija is lauded by Bhumi. So Karana itself is an earth element, with Garija also being an earth element, shows how anchored, very strongly anchored one can be. And with Purva Phalguni, in a Garija combination, there is a combination, a Tidhi and a Karana. And Tidhi, what does it mean? Before you look into the combination of the planets, you should understand the combination of Tidhi, Yoga, Karana. It's very, very important. And in fact, when all these celebrities, if to understand, the most important you need to understand is where is the yogi and where is the avayogi, and how does the yogi influence and change the meaning of the horoscope. It's very, very important to understand. Okay, then we come to the last example, Dilip Kumar, called the tragedy king. See, his moon is in the 8th house, so he's called the tragedy king. Okay, the 8th house of the horoscope. And why it is not just the 8th house, it is a Krishna Ashtami. In a Krishna Ashtami and Purva Phalguni, you must connect it properly. But he's loved by all. He's always loved by all. If I can give you one more hint into understanding the horoscope, Preeti. Anybody born in Preeti Yoga, are very lovable. Very, very lovable. This is in fact, you can look at except for his Ashtami aspect, everything is very soft and delicate about Monday, Purva Phalguni, Preeti, Balava, everything is very soft about him. This Krishna Ashtami and Maas or alone gives him. So it's not moon in the 8th house, which has made him a tragedy. I think he is the most successful, most awards he has got. You must understand decoding Krishna Ashtami, Purva Phalguni and Krishna Ashtami. What does it mean? And Preeti, anybody born in Preeti are the most lovable personalities. I've seen some very good combinations of Vanija Karana, Preeti, Rohini Nakshatra, Pushya Nakshatra, Revati Nakshatra, Purva Phalguni Nakshatra, with the Preeti, with Balava, Vanija Karana. All these combinations, if you can see them, and there are dangerous also. Vyadipada, Vaidridi, Vishti Karana, with Kritika, Barni, Aslesha, those are a different combination. You must know, you need not look into the horoscope. You just look at them, you can demarcate them, what is the horoscope, where it is going. A very good combination of Panchanga, not functioning properly because of the planetary position. A very bad combination of Panchanga, but a very good horoscope. So there are two other ways, simpler ways. It's very good Panchanga aspect, a good horoscope, which is blossoming forth very, very nice. So both aspects you can see. So this is, I'm just giving the, the aspects of the course. So the nakshatra is supposed to be the heartbeat of the horoscope. And Tithi is the emotional quotient. And we'll have to understand the Tithi Shunya, how to decode the Tithi Shunya and the meaning. The Karana is, how we ground ourselves, our material prowess, or our worldly potential, our innate potential for birth. Yogas is our relation to attract wealth and prosperity. And this is only understood when you understand the yoga in a way. There's a whole huge, my last class will be about yogas, which will be totally, very, very different, which has never been revealed in yoga in a way, concept, how to use it. So I myself have spoken a little on this, but this on the class, it'll be absolutely different how to use yogi in the correct decoding manner. The fifth class will be there. So we'll be relating it, how to use all these 5 level with the horoscope. Any doubts so far?
No.
Just finished. Actually, this was something I wanted to choose a nakshatra. Which nakshatra? So tomorrow is Valentine's Day. So what is the nakshatra which is very related to Valentine? I think Valentine's Day, it's come down not just to lovers, it's come down to mother, father, brother, sister, daughter. Everybody is gifting each other. So it has just become a symbolism of love. So I think a nakshatra which can relate with love more than anything else is, I think, Purva Phalguni. There are many other nakshatras I can say. Rohini, yes. Rohini is another beautiful nakshatra, which I'll say. But I think Purva Phalguni is another way, I think is the most wonderful nakshatra, being in the natural 5th house of the zodiac about romance. I think it's one of the most romantic nakshatras. And coincidingly, on a Friday and a Shukra's day, Purva Phalguni is happening tomorrow. And Shukra is already exalted, no? So it's a wonderful day. So anybody else, any doubts? You can ask me about Purva Phalguni.
It's a good day for lovers tomorrow.
Yeah. It's not just the lovers, I think, and anybody who's in love, because I told you, you look at Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, no? It is divine love. In fact, Purva Phalguni is nothing but it's depiction of the creation started because the feeling of God felt alone. I'm alone. So he need to be loved. He has to feel love. How to feel loved? He has to separate himself from himself to as if there is 2 entities. And the whole creation is nothing but love. He separates himself from himself. You can't create. How can God separate himself? It's an illusion. And as if, wants to come back to its original source. So love is the reason. It's the heartbeat of the world. Love is the heartbeat. Functions. It's different ways of love are there, but that is which love is about. And one way you can understand that love in Purva Phalguni. Lots, it can be, if it is Jupiter, Venus, it's purely there, it is divine love. When it is just Moon, Venus, Rahu, it can be extremely very romantic love also. Yeah. Anybody else? Anything else want to say, add, or say? We can just for an interaction. So I can maybe the way you ask me a question, I can take it to I'm just giving it from my dimension or perspective. There are different other shades which I forgot to mention it, depending on the question you'll ask me. So your friend who was a Purva Phalguni or somebody you heard about Purva Phalguni, something of that say you all can say.
If anyone has any doubt.
Namaste, sir.
Yes,
sir, this information about the Panchang and the chakras was new to me, and how you acted with each thing with each chakra. And when you said talked about the Preeti, my daughter is Preeti and Vani Karna. So
wow, that is a lovely combination. Preeti with Vani, no? Two lovely, lovable people.
Yeah, very lovable from older people. They just adore her. So when you said that, I'm very happy.
No, I have my friend who's Revati. was Preeti. One is Karna, he has his moon and Jupiter together. So even you don't need to look at where is the Lagna, everything. You just look at the Panchanga, find is the person cryptic, is the person narcissist, is the person lovable, is the person, what kind of aura he emits. You can understand. If you go, sometimes you will see Sun and Mars in Lagna, a person, an introvert, a quiet person. You'll wonder, how come Sun and Mars in the Lagna? I know one person, Mesha Lagna with Sun and Mars, such a quiet person. But if you look at the Panchanga, it is totally different. So see, you don't understand what I say. The beauty of looking at the Panchangas first. If you look at Vyatipada, Vishtikarana, Tuesday, born, Ailya Nakshatra, Kirtiga, Purvapatra, and look at the even whatever the planets are well placed, Venus and Moon are well placed. If these aspects, the personality is different. So the personality is understood. Your core behavior, your potentials, what you are, what you will, what is it? The Karana will reveal what you can vibe and earn, how you can attract money and wealth from the Karana. Your emotional intelligence can be seen from the Tithi. The yoga is how much luck you can share. So each will matter a lot. So it is lovely. Vanij and Preeti is a very wonderful combination.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Anybody has any other comments on what to say? What Tithi and Karana you all on how it relates to your horoscope or your friend's horoscope or somebody else's horoscope? You can say.
Sir, will you conduct the course for all the nakshatras or?
No, all the next 27 nakshatras. I think that will be the biggest. Every 20, maybe I will not give 10 examples, but I will give all that one class per nakshatra, one class per day, one class for Karana. So it is 5 classes it is going to be. So complete whatever I taught, like for nakshatra, I'll be teaching for the 27 nakshatras I'll be teaching. So I think I'll finish the day part fast. And for 1.5 hours, it will be nakshatras alone. So it will be, I think, nakshatras alone will take 6 hours. Because imagine 27, what I taught you today, I have to teach all the nakshatras.
Yes.
How it relates. You need to understand a nakshatra and how it relates. But what I say with your personality, you need to understand it correctly. This is what a nakshatra it is. And what I say, this is a moon nakshatra. And if you understand this, you have understood the vibratory state of a personality. The heartbeat of the horoscope, I'm saying, no? What I say, it's a prana shakti. So it's very, very important how you vibe, how your frequency is known from the nakshatra, moon's nakshatra. I think you've almost got the essence of the horoscope. You understand the moon's nakshatra properly.
Right, sir.
Yeah. The only thing,
So
the moon's
what is the class
nakshatra,
duration, sir?
it will minimum 1 day. A class is 4 hours, ma'am. Usually I'll say 4 hours, but it depends. I think the Karana class will go more than 4 hours. At least 5 hours it will take. The yoga class is going to be very big. But I don't know how long it will go. It will be, we have just mentioned it for us, but I'm very sure I've already prepared and it is more than 120, 130, 30 slides for each class it will be there. And I will be discussing 500 horoscopes. In these 5 elements, we'll be understanding like 500 horoscopes with these 5 elements. So you'll in and out, you'll be looking at the horoscope only from the 5 elements. How just understanding the Tithi, how you understand a horoscope differently. What understanding the Karana, how you understand the horoscope totally different. It be the yoga. The most important thing which I wanted to say, the yoga aspect is a very important secret. Maybe somewhere you could have known about nakshatra, or somewhere the day lord you will know. But there's 2 things which I know which is wrongly taught is Karana. Karana is one thing, and most important is yoga. Yogi, which is the biggest secret, is there in the yogi. What I say, the biggest luck, you can have the 6th house giving luck, 8th house giving luck, 12th house. It is not 159 lots must give luck. A yoga karaka is 159 lots, which does not hold a Trisadaya houses. But when you know your yoga, it will absolutely change the meaning of what can give you a yoga. Only then you can go on to understand the other yogas in the horoscope. What is my 159, a Kendra Kona combination will give? It is only understood properly only when you understand what is the yoga, then how is it related to the yoga point and our yogi. It is very, very important how you understand. Very, very important. So that the yoga aspects, the fortune aspect, the prosperity aspect is in the yogi. Karana, it's not exactly profession. It is your, what I say, it's about karma. What you tend to act about, how you get anchored and grounded and connected materially to the world is karma. Tithi, like I told you, is an emotional intelligence. It's a lot of talk is about IQ and EQ, no? So your nakshatra is your IQ, and your emotional intelligence is the EQ. So it is very important, the IQ and EQ, how it is balanced. It's very, very important. What I say, let's say Purva Phalguni on an Amavasya and Purva Phalguni on a Purnima will change the whole. So without looking at the Tithi, you try to interpret a particular nakshatra, it go wrong. An Ashtami and an nakshatra will change. A Chaturdasi born, any nakshatra will go wrong totally if you read a Moon's nakshatra. Chaturdasi has a totally different meaning. And if this is sitting on a Shunya or an Avyogi, yogi, it will change the whole meaning. So there are many, many aspects to decode, to understand of the whole thing. I've just mentioned to you just to understand Purva Phalguni itself, just on nakshatra itself, how much you can understand. So we'll explain about the 27 nakshatras and the 11 karanas and the 27 yogas will be explained, and the day lord to decode it in relation with the hora. Everybody is born on a particular day and on a particular hora. Now, what is this connection with the horoscope? How we correct, how it dominates the horoscope, how it influences the horoscope. If this is weak, what happens? If this is strong, how it has a control over our lives. So this is very important. This is every traditional astrologer will not go immediately into the basic horoscope. He'll only decode this. This is 60% understood. And then he'll just have a glance at the horoscope. Now we are going into 100 vargas. We are going into what do you call Navanavamsa, Ashtotramsa, 144 Navamsa, 300 Nadi, when we don't even know how to use Panchang. So this starts from the basic. So this is for any beginners. So it's like strengthening your foundation. It is a foundational course. So I'm just not go into strong positions or anything. It's a foundational course. Starts with how to use Panchang elements and how to decode the horoscope. So it's going to be a very fundamental course, not going into big details like my Gemini course. We went to too many details to understand. Here it is a very basic elements, but you'll understand immediately. Look at the horoscope. Just reading these 5 aspects itself, you will understand the hallmark of what is the hallmark of the horoscope, where it's starting, where it is going to begin, and then the horoscope becomes very easy to understand. If you leave the Panchang elements, if you do not understand the Panchang element, when you look at the horoscope, it is totally different. You look at the example, I will tell you, a Chaturdasi born. You're reading a horoscope for a Chaturdasi born, or you're reading a horoscope for a Trayodasi born. It will be totally different. Or a Panchami born, it will be totally different if you do not look at the Tithi. First, Shukla Paksha, Krishna Paksha. Are you reading a horoscope for a Shukla Paksha or a Krishna Paksha? It will change the whole meaning. I'm reading for an Amavasya born, a Paurnami born. But same horoscope, one is Amavasya, Paurnami. The whole meaning, if you do not look in and simply go into the horoscope without knowing the Tithi and the Karana, you will be reading. You don't know where it is. You need to vibe and feel the horoscope with the Panchanga, and then only you need to actually go into it. Yes, Chidambaramji.
Sir, this Yogi Avayogi is going to be the same calculation plus 9320?
The calculation will be the same, yes. But the interpretation is not at all anywhere connected to what you have read or learned or whatever is in the book. It is not the same. The calculation will be the same. But the methodology will be absolutely different. If you want me to give you a hint.
Yes, sir.
You know any particular Vishkumbha? You know who rules Vishkumbha?
Saturn.
Saturn. What is it? Vishkumbha is ruled by Pushya.
Who's Pushya?
Pushya. Who's the ruler of Pushya? Is it Saturn the ruler?
No, Brahaspati.
Then why are you taking Saturn? Is that
we take Nakshatra Lords we take.
Nakshatra Lord is only for Vimshottri. Who asked you to take Pushya Saturn? What is the decoding method? Pushya is not lauded. For Vimshottri Dasa, Saturn is the ruler. How can you take Vishkumbha is ruled by Saturn? What is this meaning? Tell me.
Yeah, mostly Vimshottri is applied everywhere. That is true. That is a problem.
That is a wrong conception. That is a wrong conception. A nakshatra is related to the Devata. It is not related to the Graha Devata. So example, people will keep saying anybody born in Saturn's nakshatra are very, very bad. Shukra nakshatra you are born, you are very, very good. Or Guru Nakshatra is very good. All Guru Nakshatra are bad. All Shukra Nakshatra are bad. The most auspicious Nakshatra are Saturn's Nakshatra. Even in Muhurta, Saturn's Nakshatra is Astra Nakshatra. Anusha, Pushya, and Uttarabhadra are the most auspicious Nakshatra. But will you say most of the planets in Saturn Nakshatra, your horoscope is doomed? Can we say?
No, sir.
Or what it's like saying, or anybody born with most of the planets in Rahu Nakshatra and Ketu Nakshatra are the most karmic people. I've seen some comments lately. This is not the way you read. There's no such thing as Rahu Nakshatra, Ketu Nakshatra. Each Rahu Nakshatra has one Devata. You must understand that that's the same mistake they made it in decoding. The yogi and avayogi. They started giving, Vishkumbha. What is the avayogi is moon and Saturn is the yogi. So where is Saturn and moon placed in your horoscope? Or whether you'll be lucky or unlucky. If Saturn is well placed for a Vishkumbha person, you'll do excellent. This is not, I'm not going to teach you this. Okay. I'm not going to teach you this. It's a totally different concept. I will teach you with
and one more thing, sir.
Yeah.
Panchanga elements, if you see, mostly except Karana, rest all be there same for almost 24 hours.
Yeah.
In that case, without linking the Lagna, how we can...
No. Yes, Lanka, you have to link. I'm not saying you must not link. But what I say, you must understand the base and from the Lagna, where it moves. Definitely you have to link the Lagna. But you will have to understand, see, a Paurnami born, where is the Paurnami? In which house it is? It can be in the 12 houses, no? It will change.
Yeah.
So it will change. But what I say, you must know it is Paurnami. You cannot say moon, let's say moon in the 7th house. Okay, you forgot to see the Tithi. Moon in the 7th house. Purnima or Amavasya? Purnima is different. What is a moon in the 7th house in Purnima, moon in the 7th house Amavasya, moon in Ashtami or Shashti. It will change. Completely, it will change. You know why most of the Vratam are given in certain Tidis? Why Shashti is supposed to be very good for getting children? Why Egadasi is a very special Tithi for fasting? What is the difference between Pradama, Shashti and Ekadasi?
Because of the moon latitude, sir.
No. The differentiation. But why is it very important for fasting?
I really don't know. Ekadasi, I wonder actually why it is specifically Ekadasi Vrata is the most important Vrata they say. I don't know.
Why? Because all of them are ruled by Agni Tattva. You want to increase the Agni element in your the Tithi is here emotional in your body. So you fast that day, the Agni in your horoscope will become more vibrant. Your Jadra Agni in the stomach will grow. What is it? Once to detoxify yourself, the day which the Tithi represents a particular element, Tithi by itself is a water element. But then each Tithi has a particular special element also. So you want to increase in the Agni element in that particular day, you will have to fast. That's the reason, one of the reasons for what I say being in Ekadasi. There is other reasons for Ekadasi also, but I'm just giving you why Pratama, Sashti and Ekadasi are very, very important. Subramanya is related to
Shashti.
Shashti. Okay. You know Shashti born, on characteristics of Shashti born? Anybody Shashti born here?
I am, sir. Shashti.
Shashtis are very sensitive, emotional, vibrant, reactive. It is represented by not Shukra, it is represented by fire, Agni Devata. What is it? So you very action oriented. This I told just Shashti alone. I must know your Karana, I must know your Nakshatra, I must know your moon sign, but I'm just decoding what is Shashti can be. The Shashti has particular characteristics. So Shashti with the Nakshatra, it is Sukla Paksha, Krishna Paksha, Shak with the Karana, and the relation with the planets, how this is how you will have to understand. So this you can understand your emotional quotient and how you relate with others, understanding from your teeth.
But I have one doubt, sir. Normally, in Tamil astrology also, for every nakshatra, they give a depict nature of the person and all. For example, for Ashlesha, you told Ashlesha and Arudra, these are all the nakshatra, Krura nakshatra or whatever this thing. But for example, my wife is in Ashlesha nakshatra, but her nature is completely different. She is very soft, very helping.
That's what I'm saying. Ashlesha, in what is her Karana? What is a yoga? What is a other aspects? What is a Tithi first? This is what I'm asking. What is the other elements? With just looking at, see, Kritika, Bharani, Aridra, Aslesha, Jeshta, Purabhadra, or Mula are bad. Generally, Krura nakshatras. But let's say if they are born in a good Tithi, a good Karana, and good yoga, the whole meaning will change. You can't, so you understand. So you just don't stop with nakshatra alone. What is it? I'm not even asking whether it is associated with Jupiter or Venus. It comes secondary. We all know that moon related in a nakshatra, when with good association, it will change. Before you go into that, what is her Tithi? What is the Tithi?
Shukla, she is actually Shukla Chaturdasi.
One
day before.
You know what is the meaning of Chaturdasi? Chaturdasis are the candle of the horoscope. Very sacrificial, very, very giving. They give totally everything. They always like to give out. It's the characteristics of Chaturdasi. And especially Shukra Chaturthi. Krishna Chaturthi say they lose everything. The people who lose many things in life is Krishna Chaturthi. Shukla Chaturthi is more positive. A very giving person, like a Santa Claus, no? But and especially, they are always the giving. Does she have the habit of giving?
Yeah, of course, too much.
So you understand that is a Krishna Shukla Chaturthi. I'm not even see in now you'll understand Aslesha now. Now what does it mean by Aslesha in a Chaturdasi? So without
actually her friend, there is her friend. She is also Aslesha, totally opposite. They are so selfish. They don't spend
what is the Tithi? That's what I'm saying. What is the Tithi Yoga Karana? That's what I'm saying. Understand. If you try to decode it from one person, you will go misleading. You need to understand the personality and understand all these 5 Panchang elements. Then you understand it completely too. See, your wife's example, Aslesha with Shukla Chaturdasi, a sacrificial person. What I say totally changes the meaning. So what I say, if you do it separately, only what I say, all Mula Nakshatra are bad. Mula Nakshatra, the biggest example is Jiddu Krishnamurti. If you want to understand Mula, go and study Jiddu Krishnamurti's philosophy. Be without any concepts. Drop all concepts. Without any concepts is what Jiddu. That is what it is about Mula. No, have no concepts at all. Get what I say derooted or leave the roots. That's what I say Mula teaches you. Either get to the root or get away from the roots. This is what Mula. This is what Jiddu Krishnamurti teaches. So my biggest, each nakshatra has a biggest example for understanding. If you understand on a particular personality, you will understand. But again, this is again misleading. A Mula nakshatra in Shukla Trayodasi, in a Vanija Karana, a Priti Karana will change the meaning of Mula. So without understanding the other lovable Tithi is on Shukla, you know what Shukla Trayodasi. You know why Shukla Trayodasi is related to love? Anybody can tell? Why Shukla Trayodasi is related to love? Because tomorrow is what is Valentine's Day. So you need to know which are the Panchanga aspects which are related to love.
Maybe it rules the Taurus and
no, it doesn't rule any sign. No, a Trayodasi can be in any 12 signs of the zodiac.
Okay.
The Adi Devata for Shukla Tadvayu is the god of love, Manmada. In fact, I was thinking what I say that should have been the day. If you wanted to say a day of love means the day of Manmada or Cupid, no? In English we say Cupid, no? Cupid is ruled by Shukla Trayodasi. Any love related. The reason we celebrate Pradosh in the evening is to control. You know what Shiva did, no? He burned Manmada. So you want to control your senses. The evening time, Pradosh Kal, Prat Usha Kal, Pradosh Kal. What do you say? What we celebrate because Shiva burned Manmada, and he smeared the ashes on his head. The ashes which Shiva put is of burning Manmada. But what is it? So Shiva Pradosh is in the evening. The day is Shukra Pradosh when Manmada is still alive. Why Pradosh? What is it? Shukra we do Pradosh when? It is only on Pradosh. But not more, though both the Shukla and Krishna is very related, but the Krishna is more effective because in Shukla, Manmada is more strong.
Correct.
So it
So
is
that's
very
why the Krishna Pradosha is the main important Pradosha we have.
Chaturdasi is Shivaratri, no?
Yeah, correct.
What I say, when the moon is just one digit, it is easy to control the mind. You can't control the mind when moon is Purnima or off. When the moon is just one digit, if you control the mind, when it is Chaturdasi, Krishna Chaturdasi, one bit, you can control the mind easily. And in Chaturdasi, the Devata of Chaturdasi, you must know. It is ruled by a very fierce Karanas. So it is very important to understand which rules. It is very, very important for Vrata. Why you do this Vrata? Why Diwali Vrata? Why Diwali is celebrated on Krishna Chaturdasi? Why Shivratri is celebrated on Krishna Chaturdasi? What is the meaning? It is not just a story Krishna did this or this. Astronomical details, if you understand, only then the Adideva, Pratyada, each Tidhi not only has Adidevata, it also has Tidhi Shakti also. So it's very important you understand. It's very, very important when you are prescribing remedial measures. When to prescribe which remedial measures. For marriage, without understanding the Tidhi, you cannot prescribe marriage-related remedial measures. For profession, you cannot tell any professional without the Karana Devatas. For luck, somebody comes for luck. I want to improve my luck, money, I want to earn. Without understanding yogi, you cannot say anything. Which Devada I worship will give me a lot of money, which will remove most of my doshas. What I say, you must know which is the avayogi, where is the Tidhi Shunya, what is the control. You need to understand which is those aspects. It is not the 6-8 Badaka alone. We'll be jumping on the Badaka sign and the Kendra dosha, all these aspects. There is something else more in basics of Panchanga for us to understand how we decode and understand, which is very, very, very important. And many things are misunderstood with giving it a new age thing as giving them a Graha Devata. Giving a Graha Devata and trying to understand it. That is the biggest mistake of understanding it also. I will take you all to the right aspect, what has been taught in tradition, how to use the actual, there are many much more secrets. I will just tell you the pristine purity part of it. Though there are traditionals doing many magics with Panchanga aspects.
So the 500 charts you told, all 500s are different?
Yeah, no, some might overlap, but I'll be not repeating the same thing. I know what I say. There will be 500 charts. Will be open. Maybe I've seen them in the nakshatra. I'll be seeing the same charts for yoga, karana. So my 400 will be there. So some might overlap. Some I will take the chart for karana. When in the karana session, I might take a chart. I might repeat it, but I will not be looking at the same angle. I'll be looking at it from the karana point of view, the yoga point of view, how we relate it with each person. Just looking at a murderous chart, one assassin, if you have an example, no need to look at the chart. Just look at the Tidhi, Yoga, Karma. Just look at them itself. You will have a hint. What is this person about? Then see where is his moon, relate to the moon. Then see the Lagna. Then where it moons fall, you will easily know, oh, this is where what he is about. What I say, you can easily relate. A lovable person, a person who emits a lot of aura. One is very attractive. One is very friendly and joyful, an introvert, an extrovert. All this you can understand easily with the Panchanga. You understand then you can understand the other horoscope. You will see some horoscope, Sun exalted, Mars exalted, person has no energy at all. And Amavasya burn on a certain Karna Yoga. What I say, even if Sun and Moon, Mars are strong, it will not be vibrant. It has to translate from the Moon. If moon is not able to function, nothing in the horoscope will work. So there is no use reading the horoscope without understanding the moon from the Panchagas.
Actually, as you say, the all Panchanga elements are related to only Sun and Moon. It's two major planets.
Yes, this 4, except the day lord is a different. The rest of 4, the Tidhi and Karana are the distance between the Sun and the Moon. The yoga is nothing but the adding up of both these factors. The strength of the Sun and Moon. So it is nothing but Sun and Moon. What is Sun and Moon? They are the Shiva and Shakti of the horoscope.
Yes.
So it is Shiva and Shakti's dance. So you call it Ardhana Rishwa dance or Nataraja dance. No, this is the dance. The Panchanga elements are the dance. You need to know. the wave and the particle, no? The wave and the particle theory, you can decode it through the 7 chakras. You can decode it with the panchakoshas. All these are related to the panchakoshas, the 4 sariras of the body, and the 7 chakras of the body. Panchanga alone. Then you can relate it. Then add on the planetary portions will be an add-on.
So you will be teaching Panchanga elements, and then how to use the planets along with it also you will teach, or?
Yes, yeah, how you relate to it. See, I will give you, to make you understand what is a Tithi, how you understand a Tithi. What are the characteristics of a Tithi? To an extent, what is a trait and character of Tithi? And then this applied with a horoscope. So there's 100, I'm told you 500 horoscope. No, in a personal horoscope, I'd relate it to. So one day, only Tithi. What is it? What 15 or 16 Tithi is only Tithi. The whole 4 hours, it will be only on Tithi. Nakshatra will be 1.5 days. Karana, 1 full days, all the 11 Karanas, on the 7 movable and 4 fixed Karanas, and example charts for understanding each Karana.
Just to understand, sir, because you have a lot of experience and seen. This thing is, for example, these Panchanga, based on Panchanga elements, we come to some conclusion about a character or whatever about a person. Yeah. And after that, whether the planetary connection plays a major role or minor role compared to this.
It plays a role. But what I say, we must see whether it adds or minuses. Like the example I will tell you, Bhava Karna. Okay. Yeah. Bhava Karna are extremely dominant. It is like a similar exalted sun in the horoscope. Bhava Karna will be the most dominant personalities in the horoscope. Anybody Bhava Karna, you will know. What I say, if in the Bhava Karna, sun is well placed, okay, then the Bhava Karna will work more better. Bhava Karna is not lauded by sun. What I say, a Bhava Karna will naturally have the power to dominate, to be dignified, to be lauding. It has that power. If sun and the fire signs and the 10th house is strong, it becomes easier for the Bhava Karna to function. Still, if the horoscope sun is Nicha, sun is not placed well, still the Bhava Karna will function strongly. The only thing he will not, wherever he is in the small way, he will try to dominate. If it is well placed, he is a CEO, he is a big politician. Bhava Karna, Donald Trump is Bhava Karna. So what I say, you can be the president of the US, or maybe if your horoscope is not supporting, you are sitting in a particular area in your house and you're dominating that house, around the house. You still, that Bhava Karna will function. So you need the support of the horoscope, whether you're the president of US or what I say, you are sitting in your house and dominating everybody in your house. Bhava Karna will function like this. So definitely the planetary is necessary, but for you to start up with what is a Bhava Karna will do is what I say, oh, he's a born, what I say, commanding person. That is very necessary to understand. Then look at the horoscope. Is he supported? How much is he supported? What adds on to it? Bhava Karna with Simha Rasi, Simha Lagna, Sun in 10th house, Mars very strong, fire signs very placed. With Bhava Karna is a blessing in your side. Terrorist also can be born in Bhava Karna. Ruthless also can be a person in Bhava Karna also. So this way you need to understand for every Karana, the person, how you are going to act. No, the style of acting is your Karana Lord. It's very, very important. The Tithi has each of the Tithi Lords describe a personality. Karanas describe a personality. The Day Lord and the Hora you are born will describe your energy level. What is the health you are liable to get affected? The Day Lord and the Hora Lord is alone enough to say. And
yes, sir. I have seen the Hora Lord. When you see the horoscope, every horoscope, when we write the Hora Lord, then it gives some clue. There is something.
Definitely. But it is very, very important. The Hora Lord and the Day Lord is a very big hint, and how it relates with your horoscope. If you are born on a particular day and the Day Lord is strong in your horoscope, and somewhere it is a commanding, you have an easy say, you have a control over it. You are a Day Lord, you are born at 6, 8, 12, it's Nietzsche, then you're not able to express your energy properly. It is very, very important. What is the Day Lord? So this starts with the Day Lord. So you can immediately, the moment I see Sunday born, Sun is in his 10th house. Okay, I know this person, I can immediately understand Sunday born Sun in the 10th house is what I say, what kind of person. Then I look at the Karana. Or maybe he's Bhava Karana. He has. The Karana is there. Tithi, I go and look at the Tithi. Then there is another strong Tithi aspect. The yoga is fantastic. There is a very dominant Indra yoga he is born. So all this will tell in us each as a relative combination. we understand it that way, we'll understand it better. You'll understand the way of reading the horoscope itself completely newly from the basics. From a ground level basics, you will understand.
Yes, sir. Great.
Yes, Draganji. Got anything to say? Yes, Pramilamar. You want to say something?
I have question. I have question. If I right understand you, so all 5 elements of Panchanga will be in that courses, like Var, Karan, Tithi, Yoga, Raja.
Not using for Muhurta. It's not used for predictive purposes.
I understand about prediction part. And I have question about Purva Phalguni. If I have Venus in Purva Phalguni in 3rd house, what is meaning of that?
No, I didn't get you. What did you say?
If I have Venus in Purva Phalguni in 3rd house.
Which house?
3.
3rd house. See, Venus, what is a Mithuna Lagna, 5th Lord and Purva Phalguni, extremely very creative. 3rd house is media, is how you share, how you communicate, how you mingle your neighbors. All is there. Venus in Purva Phalguni is fantastic. It's not Purva Phalguni, it's because Venus Nakshatra, it very much relates with it. What I say, the 3rd house, Purva Phalguni is about your entertainment. 3rd house about your neighbors. Venus is again a planet of entertainment. So it tells about your neighbors, your younger siblings. 3rd house is your younger siblings. It can tell a lot about you. The help you get. You might get a lot of help from creative people, from females. You can get a lot of Venus-related people coming. Your interest. Your 3rd house is your interest. The way you hear music, dance, your entertainment, all that is a 3rd house. So Venus in the 3rd house is very, very good in Purva Phalguni. I have Venus in my 3rd house, but it's not in Purva Phalguni. It is in Uttarashara. You are having it Venus in 3rd house in Purva Phalguni. It shows your acumen, your interest to the world. We have various interests. 5th house Venus is a different interest. 3rd house is your basic, your interest for music, dance, sports related. Those kind of interests is what Venus in the 3rd house in Purva Phalguni will mean. See, if moon is related to it, it will have a much stronger influence than related other planets in a nakshatra. The moon will have the dominant role. If moon in Purva Phalguni, Venus in Purva Phalguni conjoined with moon or moon opposite, you will have the full Purva Phalguni trade coming out.
No, I don't have direct connection because Venus in Leo, like a sign of sun, and sun situated with moon, Mercury, Saturn.
Venus in suns has 3 ways. Venus in Maha will act differently. Venus in Purva. Venus, Maha is the king, the royal king, the commanding king. In Purva Phalguni, the king has become sublime. He's come down. He's no more that aristocratic. He's more a romantic king. He's not the authentic, arrogant king. It is only royal and regal in Maha. In Purva Phalguni, is subdued. In Uttara is more connected. So the Leo itself functions in the 3 nakshatras. A planet there will change. But Shukra generally in Leo is a fire sign. It's a barren sign. It actually gets burnt up and fried up. When coming to relationship, Shukra is going next to its Nietzsche star. So you might, in coming to relationship, it can be really trying for you. Because it's a fire sign. I've always seen Venus in Leo, not the best of sign when coming to relationship. So you have to look at your other Tithi, you have to look at your 7th house also. But Venus in a fire sign, no, Venus is never good in a fire sign. But it is better in Purva Phalguni. In Maha, it is worse. It is but in Uttara, it is very good. In Maha alone, it is bad.
In Uttara, I have 4 planets, but not Venus. And on which day we have classes? Can you say me?
It starts from the 1st March. 1st March, it's the day course we take. 2nd March, I'll take the Nakshatra course. Then the following week, Saturday, Sunday, I will take the Tithi and Karana. Last day, next week, so 3 weeks it will take. Saturday, Sunday, Saturday, Sunday. Following 1st, 2nd, and the next Saturday will be the other 2. 11 to I think 4:35 will go. About 4 hours, minimum 4 hours. It depends. The last 3 courses will take more longer.
Okay, and if I cannot be on some classes, it will be recording or not? Like
It will be
now?
recorded, the PPT will be given, and the recording will also be given. If you miss the class, the PPT will also be there.
Yes, because mostly I'm traveling.
Yes, with the recordings, yes. With the recordings and with the PPT, complete PPT. I'll always, my class will have elaborate notes will be there. It's just not, I'll be talking. So you saw how much I have prepared, no? A lot of notes will be there. For all the nakshatras, we'll have detailed explanation for it.
Yes, and today in classes you're speaking about only moon. So will we discuss about other planets in that nakshatras or not?
No, this is only Panchang elements. I had a different course on nakshatras. In that, I spoke about all the planets in the nakshatras. In this course, we are only going to talk about Panchang elements. So the only moon relates. If you understand moon in a thing, you can understand every other planet. Because if you understand the nakshatra, it is very easy for you to understand any other planet in the nakshatra. The same rule, you just have to slightly change it. So it's nothing special. What happens if Rahu's there? First, you must understand the nakshatra properly. I had a big course on nakshatras, 27 nakshatras.
Yeah, I agree. Okay, thank you so much.
Yeah. Yes, Draganji.
So, sir, there is one query in the comment section.
Yes.
They have asked whether it will help them predict future as people approach astrology with specific questions. Would Panchang help them predict about the future?
See, what I say, you need to understand the chart first, basically. What I say, when you understand the chart, naturally you predict the future. No, you understand the personality, you understand the character, you understand the potential, you understand the talent, you know how he is going to function. Once you see, I'm giving you what I say, let's say 350cc bike. What I say, once you understand a 350cc bike, can't you what I say, understand how fast it will go? It's understood, no? So if you understand the chart, naturally you will know how it's going to function in the future. See, what I say, the dasa, antardasa, that is how you do the future. But you must know what is the potential. Is this a 350cc bike? Or what is the speed? What is the what it can function? How it can? All that is necessary. Once you understand, you will know how it is going to it be used in the future. If you do not understand anything about what I say, a vehicle or a thing, how will you understand how it is going to ride and how it is going to move? So it is like the background picture. Once you understand, you will easily understand how it is going to function. If you are born in all the 5 things, very auspicious, and it is connected to in the horoscope very well, you are going to have a good future. But these elements are what I say are not connected properly into the horoscope, you are going to have a challenging life. You are going to have a challenging life. Which are the aspects you need to remedy? Or the remedial measures, the correct remedial measures from the Panchanga element is decoded.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much for the query. And Maleji, for the fees part, we have 2 options. One is before 23rd Feb, where we have the early bird discount. And after that, so we'll definitely, Shikha ma'am would have shared the poster with you, flyer with you.
Yeah.
Pardon, sir, please repeat the fees. I didn't understand.
It is 12,000, 1,100, 111, 1211 until 23rd February. And after that, it will be 15,000.
Okay, thank you.
But it's early bird offer till 23rd February only.
Yes, okay. No problem.
Anyone has any other queries, please feel free to ask. But
And
also be conscious of the mind of the time that it's really, sir is giving us some.
And when classes are starting?
March, sir. 1st March is the first class.
Right. Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Yes, Dragan, do you have anything to say?
I was late for the class, but I will watch it. I heard what Pramilaji said about Purva Phalguni. I have Venus in Purva Phalguni in the Lagna.
Oh, wow.
and I was in these romantic things a lot.
Good, very good.
So it is exact what you said. The one thing I couldn't
see, I'll tell you one more thing. Purva
Yes.
Phalguni must have good planets. If you have bad planets in Purva Phalguni, it can be bad for marriage. Saturn, Rahu, Ketu, Mars in Purva Phalguni can be bad for relationship marriage. Good planets in Purva Phalguni is Purva Phalguni, Uttara Phalguni, apart from the 7th house in Venus. If anyone judging the nakshatras, Purva Phalguni and Uttara Phalguni must not have malefic sitting. If anybody has malefic sitting in Purva and Uttara, it is very bad for relationships. Anybody has Saturn, Ketu in Purva Phalguni or Uttara Phalguni, you can be very sure it's very difficult for relationship. You don't need to check the 7th house, you don't need to check Venus.
It means basically planets afflicting the nakshatra characters.
Yes, each nakshatra by itself has some traits and characteristics. So just I've just told you so much about Purva Phalguni. So you just, let's say Saturn, Ketu sitting, all that qualities are destroyed.
If Rahu is sitting, it will enhance, correct?
Depends on which house it is. If Rahu's in the 5th and 9th, it will be different. If Rahu's in the 8th and 6th or 12th house, it will be different. Aspected by Mars and how it will change. Rahu can be very, very good, no? And the worst.
Basically, the nakshatra, the planet's nature and nakshatra nature, when it goes hand in hand, it will enhance.
Yes,
Otherwise, it will.
yes,
Okay.
yes, definitely.
Okay, thank you.
And I couldn't catch the deadline for the course. This was inaudible for me.
Which one?
This course. So how it will start and what is the deadline for the payment? Which February?
No, 23rd February, I think. 23rd February is what is it? What G tell you can tell them?
12,000.
It's the what do you call that name? Early bird discount.
Early bird, okay.
Early bird, yeah, early bird.
So is there any doshas, the Tidhi dosha, Janma Tidhi doshas, those things will be covered in this?
Yes, definitely. Very important things will be there. Tidhi will be doing a big detailed things we will do. Tidhi, see that what is it? You will Karana, Tidhi, maybe nakshatras you all know, you have read somewhere. But I'm very sure the Karana part, the Tidhi part, and the yoga part, the way of delineating is not available anywhere. You see it and check it up in the net or any book. I'm not going to teach anything what is available in the book. It is totally different.
Particularly the Sanjay Rath's book, if you can see, is Janma Tidhi dosha, they say, a combination of Tidhi and Vara.
No, that is typical Muhurta, no. Muhurta only, no. The Rohini Nakshatra
coinciding in a Thursday. Birth charts, they say. So is any doshas related to this will be dealt or only the traits and natures will be dealt in this course?
No, we will be touching all that also. This part, that is not...
Okay, sir.
See, basically, you will have to understand the driving force. You are born in each element, you need to understand them very strongly. Then if you understand each, what is the meaning and significance of the day, the Tidhi, Karana, Yoga. If just understanding them, you will understand how much you are enlightened and what it opens up to your horoscope. Just not doing them separately. There is a sloka which says, just reading these 5 every day is supposed to give you so much of success and wealth and prosperity and a long life. It is supposed to be opening morning. What is the Tidhi today? What is the Yoga Karana today itself? It's supposed to be a remedial measure.
Yeah.
It is supposed to be a remedial measure. It's supposed to give so much of success. But it is not exactly, you must also imagine if you know what is the purpose, meaning and significance of it. It's like telling I chant the Bhagavad Gita, but I don't understand the Bhagavad Gita. My daughter can chant that Bhagavad Gita from top to down, upside down, she can chant. What is the use if you don't understand the meaning? You must understand the meaning. If you the meaning is, if you understand the meaning of it, then you will know how to do it. There isn't, see, people keeps, if you know when to do what. When to do what is only if you know to decode the Panchanga.
Panchanga, correct.
Let's say what is it? I told you the Preeti Yoga. When Preeti Yoga comes, when Trayodasi happens, what I say, or it is Panchami. There are certain things related to love. You must know when to go propose for a marriage or a relationship. Let's say you go propose to a girl on an Ashtami, it's a Vishti Karna, the Vyatipada, Vaidridi running. What I say, and the Nakshatra is Purva Bhatra or Mula. See this combination. You think it will be good.
Finished. Disaster.
Finished. So you need to know these elements properly. To an extent, we know day. We know, all of us know Nakshatra. But you must know how to understand Tidhi also. Tidhi, Karana, and the Yoga also. Yoga is another, nobody knows about yoga. Little bit Sheshadri Iyer, tried to delineate. No example chart he is not given. He just simply said how to calculate the yoga. Sheshadri Iyer was the person, the yogi and avayogi. Everybody is taken it and giving their own examples, and the one new science has been made into how to interpret yogi and avayogi. The calculation is there, but everybody started giving nakshatras.
Even Seshadri has also given nakshatra lots.
I know, because but he never gave an example. He never gave how to use it. None of his books, he just gave concepts. He was a mathematician. No? The mathematical aspects he is given, but no delineation example chart is never there in any of his books. Will be there. So you have to decode it. We have to go a little deeper. What is the meaning? We'll have to decode it. Works fantastically. It is a big gift he has done. But only thing you must unravel it correctly. Then you understand I've seen the yogi falling in the 8th house and it working magic. I'll tell you an example. I forgot the yogi point. For Marilyn Monroe, the yogi falls in the 12th house. She is a Kataka Lagna, Rahu in the 12th house, and yogi is in the 12th house. In a Rahu Dasa, she became the actress. Okay, because it is Rahu and the 12th house, you know how she became. She was the dream queen and how she became. That's a style, but she became famous. Yogi in the 6th will give yoga, yogi in the 8th will give yoga, yogi in the 12th will give yoga. You don't need to look at Viparita Raj Yoga. First, you must know even 6, 8, 12 houses also can give yoga. It's not 1, 5, 9 will give yoga. Yogi in a particular house, that even a 6, 8, 12 planets there can give. I'll show you examples of chart where a planet in the 6, 8, 12 gave Raja Yoga. So you need, maybe maybe it is Viparita Raj Yoga. You will understand it as Viparita Raj Yoga. It's not Viparita Raj Yoga. This is a different way of understanding charts. Yes, Shobha, man. You've been raising hands for a very long time.
Sir, I have one horoscope in Purva Phalguni in 10th house. Mars and Venus both are there.
So Scorpio Lagna.
Scorpio Lagna.
So 10th house, what is it? See, usually moon is the easiest to delineate. But here you can understand the profession. You have the Lagna Lord and the 7th Lord sitting down there. What is it? You can have a strong say on what should be the profession. How much it has to do with first, what is inclination towards profession?
Actually, he is a mechanical engineer.
No, related to what?
Related to what in this?
No, mechanical engineering. See, Mars is there in the 10th house.
Yes,
okay,
yes.
It's in a fire sign. Where is Saturn? Mechanical engineer, immediately Saturn.
Saturn is the 12th house.
12th house. Okay. Saturn is exalted.
Libra.
And Sun?
Sun is also in the 12th house.
Moon sign?
Moon is Aries, 6th house.
So it is a Kendra from Chandra Lagna.
Yes.
But is it related to automobiles
that was the next I was supposed to ask.
No, not automobile.
Mechanical engineer related to?
He is connected with this with Mazgaon dock, means war shipping warships there.
Because it is Shukra and Mars in the 10th house in Purva Phalguni. So something related to entertainment, it's engineering. Yes, definitely. Yes. Mars is strong, Saturn is strong. And Saturn is there with the Sun, 10th Lord Saturn. Sun. So it's about going abroad and working, going far away and working, because 10th Lord in the 12th house can come there. But is it profession related to like he said, no, architecture or designing or some aesthetics is there.
Quality control in this shipping material.
Shipping. Okay.
Where is Moon? Shipping company.
Moon.
Material. Moon is in 6th house.
So there is Moon is Dharma Karma Yoga. Moon, Sun in the 6th.
Even shipping company is related to logistics and transport anyway.
Yeah. No. It's not to decode about profession. The only thing we are trying to understand, Mars and Venus in the 10th house, what does it mean? Here, what is it? The 10th Lord is Nietzsche, is Saturn, Moon, and all are gone to the 12th house.
12th house, even Mercury is also in the 12th house. The Lord of 8th house.
So where is he working?
He is working on contract basis, which which they are supplying to Mazgaon dock. That is
No.
shipping.
Where is he working? Which place?
In Mumbai only.
Okay. It is involving traveling, moving,
not much.
Shifting, or it's hectic work.
Not that hectic, but that personality is like that only.
Huh?
Personality is like that only. In certain
No.
thing, if it is not
Yes,
going in.
It has a strong 12th house factor.
Yes.
But Lagna Lord in the 10th house. So that is very nice with Venus. It is very good. But most of the factors are functioning from Libra.
Yes, sir.
Somewhere, it can mean many things. Either his profession has too hectic, or it's not able to progress very, very fast. It can mean many, many things.
That is there. Progress is not very fast.
12th house, no? All the yogas are
Yes.
sitting in the 12th. From the Pak Lagna, it is the 3rd house.
Yes.
But it is definitely very nice to have Mars and Venus in the 10th in Purva Phalguni.
No, Purva Phalguni Mars is there, no? That is why I asked you.
See, okay, that Lagna Lord in Purva Phalguni, no? That particular nature will mean a lot. The personality of the person, no? Will mean a lot. It is definitely very good when you have so many planets in the 12th house. At least Lagna Lord is well placed in a good nakshatra.
Yes.
Purva Phalguni,
one concept, sir. Now maybe you would have heard, because you are in Tamil Nadu, the controversies of Aditya Guruji, what he said about nakshatras.
What is it? I don't know.
He said about nakshatras mean nothing in the predictive astrology. He has made a very big statement, and it's going a very this thing in this thing. And one thing, but he said very importantly, moon and nakshatra. These are the main thing. Nakshatra's role in moon placement is the one thing which we cannot leave. That is the important factor to consider. When it comes to other planets in nakshatras, it's difficult. It is not that much trides are taken.
I don't want to contradict an open statement. This will be in YouTube. See, each astrologer has their own style and function. Let them say whatever they want. We can look into the horoscope.
Even he refutes nakshatra, but he's not refuting the moon's place. He says yes, in moon it is working. So that's why we question, if moon it's working, then it has even impacts with other planets. But maybe we don't know how to take it out.
No, I will give you my experience for this question. I'll tell you that, let's say, Sagittarius Lagna. I am on horoscope which I saw. Sagittarius ascendant, Mercury and Sun in Chitra Nakshatra. What is the profession?
Chitra Nakshatra is architect, designer.
He is a designer. Not Moon. Moon was not there. It was only 10th Lord and 9th Lord Sun was there. I will tell you one more example. It is Kanya Lagna. With Mercury, Venus, and Sun in Aridra Nakshatra. What could be the education of the person? He's a study. Aridra Nakshatra. No moon. Moon was not there. Moon is somewhere. They asked me, before 8th standard itself, they asked me what should I put them, and I told them, and finally it became that also. Aridra is electricity.
Electricity, okay, correct.
He is an electrical engineer. I'll give you thousands of horoscopes just looking at the planets, how they will dominate. I've just
you mean the personal planets or 10th Lord? Somebody has to sit there.
10th house, which planets are sitting in what nakshatra? That particular nakshatra Lord's characteristics will, if you have a strong planet in the nakshatra, it will dominate your horoscope. Okay. There is so much is that, Kritika nakshatra. Simple, I'll tell you, Moon's nakshatra. My barber, which cuts my hair, no?
Kritika.
He is Kritika nakshatra. In fact, I asked him what's his Rasi. He told me, I am Kritika nakshatra. Immediately I told him, are you Rishabha Rasi? Because Kritika is also in Mesha Rasi. Because I know he's cutting hair, it can't be Mesha, he has to be Rishabha. My dentist is Ashwini nakshatra. Okay, so it's or anybody has 10th house, a strong planet in Ashwini, or doctors. I know many people with a strong planet in Ashwini sitting in the 10th house will be doctors. Satabhisha can give doctors. Mrigasirisha can give doctors.
Aslesha also?
No. Aslesha is to do with poisons, sharps, toxic things. They will do.
Healers, they can be healing.
No, healing of a different sort, not exact healers in the sense. People who do with chemicals, poisons, those kind of things. Treatment they will do. So let's say 10th house is 10th house, you have a planet strongly in Astrology Nakshatra will change the profession. Definitely nakshatras will play, you can see it very easily for yourself, whether nakshatras play a role or not. It is so very, very easy. Lagna nakshatra will reveal, but moon's nakshatra is very, very strong.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Yeah. Anybody else? Any other doubts?
If in 10th house no planets, then we check in ruler of that house.
The ruler. The planets which aspecting the particular house, and where is the ruler? See, the house which a planet is there, it's the most significant. You can say something very, very strong. When it is not there, it has much lesser say. It doesn't have a strong say. But you can take the ruler. It's very important. Where is the ruler placed? But for an astrologer to make very good predictions, if a house has a planet, it is very good. Let's say 5th house you have Saturn and Rahu in the 5th house. It's very easy to make a predictions. Or you will have to say, where is the 5th lord? Where is the 5th lord sitting where? You will have to predict. What I say? So it is a little bit indirect. But if there is a planet sitting, it becomes more direct for you to make a prediction. Like 7th lord sitting in a particular house, and there is a planet in the 7th house, which is more direct. A planet in a house, it becomes more easier. So most key factors in a horoscope is when a horoscope has planets. So you predict those first and then go to the lordships later.
So main is, if planets is main, then Lord, who is Lord, and then aspects.
Yeah, third will be the aspects. It's like a horoscope, Saturn, Mars, Rahu, all together aspects one particular bhava, that bhavas destroy. Saturn, Mars, Rahu, all three aspects one house. And imagine that house also has one malefic.
So, okay, if there are many aspects and ruler, what should we do? How we calculate?
I'll give you an example. I remember a girl who came. I saw she is Mesha Lagna. She has Venus in the 7th house, own side. So everybody said Venus in the 7th house is fantastic. I just had a glance. Saturn is aspecting, Mars is aspecting, Rahu is aspecting. She was not married till 35 years. She was not married.
Yeah, good.
So it is aspects play a role, especially where Saturn, Mars, and Rahu together they aspect a house. That can be very bad.
Okay, understand. Like example, I have 4 aspects on 10th house. So how calculate 4 planets aspect and ruler also different. So then 5 need to calculate.
Definitely.
So then we can use any planets, or which planets will be more stronger?
No, these planets for aspects you mean?
Yes, 4 aspects, like 4 aspects there. So how we calculate?
What is it? Saturn, Mars, Rahu, the most powerful, because these planets with special aspects are very, very powerful.
I have Sun, Moon, Mercury, and Saturn aspect.
All these are very, very powerful. No, all of them aspect a particular house. Like I showed you this horoscope of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. No, 7 planets are aspecting Lagna. When a horoscope has many planets aspecting the Lagna, it strengthens. Even a Chandra Lagna is aspected by many planets, or even if they are bad planets, if Lagna and Moon is aspected by many planets, it's a very big yoga.
Yesterday you posted this chart only in the group, no, sir?
Yes, I posted.
Actually, I was thinking, 7 planets directly, in fact, indirectly, all 9 planets are connected with the Lagna and Moon.
It was an eclipse. I think it was a lunar eclipse.
It was an eclipse also. So these two, I thought, but the eclipse, but all planets connected to Lagna and Moon, and Lagna Lord is going to 7th house. So something to do with the public, something to do with the mass. This much only I could think.
Because the moment he was born, they understood he was somebody like God born. No, that is what the prediction was given. The moment they saw his chart, they know it is a very special chart.
Excellent.
You learn many things from these people's chart. Many people will think of certain charts, and then it is. I know, I'm not going to tell you the name. One very spiritual person, Libra Lagna. 4 planets are there in Scorpio, all combust and Avayogi. But he's one of the greatest spiritualities. So this all only if you know practical example charts. You cannot simply I read this here, I read this there. Go into actual case histories and apply the chart. Only then you will understand these charts. So it's very important to, you have to, practically see it, and then when applying it, the whole picture changes totally. You can formulate your own rules. I mean, how to interpret position is very important. This is only happens when you keep seeing more and more and more horoscopes. That's why in my class I give a lot of example charts to understand these better. Yeah. Yeah. Anybody else? Any other doubts? Most of the doubts are outside the topic rather than from the topic.
Sir,
Yes, sir.
Sir, in this course, we'll be learning the combinations also. Like suppose one is in Anuradha Nakshatra, which is good, but it has Vistikaran. So these.
Yeah, definitely. What is it? It's very, very important. Anuradha Nakshatra in what Tithi, what Karana, what Yoga, all matters a lot. That's why I'm saying you cannot see it singularly. You will have to see it together. What is Anuradha on a Purnima or on an Ashtami, Anuradha on a Vishti, on a Vayati Pada will change the whole meaning. So it's Anuradha, you can't say I'm an Anuradha, this is the characteristics. Is it Shukla Bhaksha, Krishna Bhaksha? What is the Tithi Yoga Karana? Only then you can understand Anuradha itself properly. Your Janma Nakshatra itself, you will understand properly when you only understand all other elements properly.
So we will be learning the combinations.
Yes, that is the teaching about. No, that is the whole teaching about. Everything I'll teach you separately. You will have last class after teaching yoga, the 1 hour, I'll give you charts how to sync and look at the whole chart from all the elements together. Look at the chart, 5 elements I apply and how to see it. First day, second day, one element, full day class. The last day after yogas, I finish. I'll take the charts, and applying all elements we will see. How to link 5 elements to the horoscope and understand a chart.
Okay. Looking forward.
Yeah. Yeah. Anybody else? Any other doubts? Ask me anything related to the topic.
Any other doubts? If not, we can wind up the session.
Say please, what time will be classes? Saturday, Sunday, what time will start?
Yeah, just connect to me. Connect to me. I'll send you the flyer, which has all the details.
Okay.
Okay.
How I connect?
Who gave you the link? Who gave you the link? Who gave you the link? Satya ji ho jana. So Satya ji will also post in VV, and I will ask your phone numbers from them, and we'll send you all the details together. The course starts on 1st March, Saturday, Sunday, 4 hours each day, and it starts at 11 a.m. Indian Standard Time.
Okay. Thank you.
And we have a very short break for lunch, and then we continue the session again, right?
Okay.
Okay. And there is an early bird offer till 23rd of February.
That is clear.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't know whether I'm audible or
not. Bad, ma'am. It's slightly fluctuating, but it is okay.
Signals, everything is very, very.
Yeah. I can
don't
understand.
know how to manage. Yeah. Okay. So we'll meet on 1st of March for this course. Thank you so much, sir. 2-hour session today. And another 20 hours we are waiting for very eagerly, because this is the basics. Any new beginner can also join this course. Those who don't know astrology can also join this course. just to learn the 5 elements of the Panchanga in detail and how to synchronize them. Right, sir?
Yes, sir. Sure.
Thank you, sir.
Okay.
So much.
Thank you.
Thank
sir.
you. Thank you,
Thank you, sir.
everybody.
Thank you, madam.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you so
Please
much.
do subscribe to our channel, and this will go on YouTube in case you want to see it again. You can just go and see it again if you have missed anything. Right? Okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
What's the name of the channel?
VigyaVastu and Astrology or Shikha Makhija. You can just type Shikha Makhija and you'll get the channel.
Right. Thank you.
Okay. 9820 or 9821 30 31 32. Connect to me and we'll send you all the flyers and all the details regarding the course and any upcoming courses by sir. Right? 9821 30 31 32. Okay. Thank
Yes,
you.
ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you, everybody. Have a good night. Thank you, sir. Thank you once
Yes,
again.
ma'am.